Hi, my name's Andy Wilson. This is my talk on being an adult with attention deficit hyperactive disorder, or as I also like to call ADOS, attention deficit. Oh, squirrel. If any of you guys have seen the movie Up, you understand. My life is Doug. That is me. Um, I'm very scatterbrained and easily distracted by just about everything. Sitting in a classroom setting, if somebody's pencil's a little too loud, tapping, popcorn eating in a movie theater, you name it. Somebody opening up the door at church and my head swivels around and I missed everything that the pastor just mentioned. Same goes with professors. So it takes a lot of concentration for me to focus. Um, in class, we covered our concept of time. I have a very distorted concept of time and warped. I'm often late. When getting ready in the morning, I really struggle because there's times where the minutes just seem to move like seconds, and I'll look down at my phone and where did that 10 minutes go? It's just like, who knows? It's just very frustrating with that. I know I frustrate my friends with being late. My own mother will set times that are 15 minutes different from the time that I should actually arrive, and that works at times for me. And it is what it is, and I just live with it. This next slide that I post for the class is the difference between ADHD and non ADHD storytelling. I'm a person who communicates well with others. I've been a nurse aide for 10 years and furthering my education into physical therapy. I always have stories to tell. It runs with the family. But when I tell my stories, I often tell 5 or 6 at the same time and don't know where I started and don't know where I began. I rabbit trail all the time. Uh, and again, this is a struggle between me and my friends. I will start on one subject and I'll just keep going and I'll get excited. And of course, I get loud, which is common with having ADHD. And about 10 minutes later, I'll be like, oh, I didn't finish that last subject that I was on that I really wanted to, that I was so excited to bring up. Oh, let me finish it now. And it just, again, it is what it is, and it's very frustrating for me at times that I just can't stay on one path and that it's just one rabbit trail to the other. I end up just as lost and confused as the person I'm talking to. Um, Another way that this affects me is procrastination. Here it is, 1 a.m. on Saturday morning. Class ends tonight at midnight, and I'm just now finishing up my PowerPoint to the ability that I could do and my speech. And my procrastination, I think, bleeds from my ADHD. And leads to messy situations and stressful situations. But I also think that I think better under pressure. Uh, my house tends to be a mess because I'll start one project and then I'll start 5 projects and then I won't be doing any projects. And something that might take an hour to do, I put off for a chore and I don't do it, and then I put it off for a month or two, and then when I finally do it, I'm like, oh, that didn't take very long. And that can bleed into, depression as well, and just constantly being tired and fatigued with this. I really struggle with brain fog and losing my words and losing my place within a sentence or even a subject matter for that instance. And it leaves me frustrated. It leaves my friends frustrated because I will absolutely just go, uh, uh, what word was I saying? What did I? Oh yeah, that's a clock up there. That's the word I was looking for. And it's very very difficult. Along with the brain fog for me is just I'm not very great with mechanical things, and you can teach me something and it will go in one ear and out the other. I mean, it's terrible with cars. I wish I wasn't because, well, I'd do better. I'd save more money. Uh, I lose everything. Uh, Constantly, where's my wallet? Where's my phone? I'll lose my car keys multiple times a day. And it's just because I might set them down on the table and not realize where I set it. Or, oh boy, I'm very absent minded. I'll never forget when I first moved into my apartment. I was getting ready for work and I started doing my dishes, and then I had to use the bathroom, and I went, oh, I gotta take a shower and get ready for work. So I hop in the shower. Dishwater's still going. Get out of the dishwater, and I flooded my kitchen. I had to call into work because, well, I was going to get forced over to do a 16, and there's no way I could have cleaned my kitchen in that amount of time. So, being an adult with ADHD is very frustrating on relationships, because people have to accept my personality quirks for what they are, um, and I have to be willing to put in an extra amount of effort not to talk over to my friends, not to control every conversation, not to always have something be about me or about my advice or whatever. It's just, it can be very, very taxing on others. Um, I mean, I could talk about this for a long time, but we're already at about 8 minutes. Again, where did that time go? Uh, Again, I'm Andy Wilson. This is my finals talk about my life with attention deficit hyperactive disorder. I've been off medication since mid high school. I might have to go back on it the first time I take a college math class. All right, you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.